Biafra, superstars, media.
I welcome Biafrans to this emergency meeting of the British cabinet members. I welcome all the cabinet members here present, both at home and cabinet members in the de facto government. I welcome and thank our Biafra Liberation Army, our Biafra Defense Forces that are on ground doing the needful to ensure that the restoration of Biafra is not tampered with by anybody, by any government, foreign or local. Our determination to redeclare Biafra between November 29th and December the 2nd, both in Finland and in de facto homeland, is a task that every Biafran, every individual listening here today must be involved in. As the previous speakers have noted, our able Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, will be with us in a very few period. This is just a short delay that will in no way affect what we are doing, demean our spirit or hamper our resoluteness. Restore Biafra on 2nd December. His Excellency, I greet you. I thank you for the wonderful job you are doing to restore Biafra. I thank you for your resilience. I thank you for not coming in or trying to negotiate. That is the spirit of Sisu. Every single individual here in Biafra government goes with that spirit of Sisu. We are more determined now than before for the restoration of the independent state of Biafra on 2nd December 2024. Nothing in this life, absolutely nothing will deter us. Nothing will stop us. So on this note, I want to bring to the notice of all Biafrans that our Prime Minister is safe and sound, very healthy in Finland, attending to these issues that usually most of us know. The terrorist state of Nigeria will always try, in one way or the other, to bribe their way into all the different foreign countries, to bribe their way into places like the United Nations, African Union, to bribe their way into every internationally established community or organization. The Nigerian government, using the Europeans, using the United Kingdom as part of their deal, will always try to disrupt, will always try to tamper with the restoration of Biafra, United States of Biafra. But I want to tell everybody listening here today that the power that Nigerian government has, where they stop is where this government begins. I need them to know that our Excellency, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, Simon Ekpa, has already laid a full structure for the restoration of Biafra. Nobody on earth will stop that. We are both at home and we are abroad. Biafra will be restored from diaspora. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has laid the structure by introducing His Excellency Simon Ekpa to be in charge of this ship where we are right now. And that ship is on course. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, you all should remember, he is with the Nigerian DSS today because of what we are doing. So I thank you all for coming here today. Like our Honorable Uche has explained to us what happened in Finland. Our Prime Minister's Excellency Simon Ekpa has been invited by the Finnish local authorities to volunteer information on what is going on. And our PM has always said he is looking for this opportunity for the government to officially know that Biafrans cannot continue to stay in a country where President Tinubu and Nigerian leaders reintegrate and rehabilitate non-terrorists into the Nigerian police and the Nigerian military and the Nigerian Air Force and custom, and they continue to kill our people. Our Prime Minister has looked forward to this particular moment with few innocent Biafrans that we are taking by the Finland authority, they were invited to come. According to them, they were involved in money, they were making donations, they were funding terrorism. All of you listening to me today, who is the biggest terrorist country we have in the world? Who is among the biggest terrorists? Who is the government that are killing Christians in their numbers? Who is the government reintegrating terrorists? Who is the government that's creating two types of laws? One Sharia in the northern part of Nigeria and then the regular in the south. Who is the government that invited all the different types of terrorists you have? They have their base in Nigeria today. Who is the government that is inviting Hamas and Hezbollah and inviting them to Abuja to come and partner with them? Who is the government when election is conducted? Somebody will go behind the scene and switch the election. They'll carry the election bus and they will steal it. Who is the government doing that? And now they are saying that PM is inciting. Let them know that Biafra is a nation. Our PM is defending Biafrans by the second. Our PM has noted that the way it is done before, where we Biafrans, we just sit, we watch, and these terrorists will come and kill us, kill our mothers, rape our women, kill our children, take away our boys and girls. That is what our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has vowed to stop. And he has vowed with his life. All of us Biafrans in the British cabinet, the Total Online, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed with our life. We are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end. So taking him or removing him to go and ask him questions to delay or to disrupt our Finland Convention for the next 1 or 2 weeks, it is not going to have any effect. Rather, it is going to make all Biafrans more determined in the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. We are a full-fledged country. We have met all the criteria for a full-fledged country. We conducted our referendum where over 50 million Biafrans have voted for the independent state of Biafra. We've conducted different topics, we did a Twitter poll where 98% of Biafrans want to exit Nigeria because Nigeria is a killing ground. No sensible person in the world, no sane leader, no individual that has his or her honest right will ever support the existence of a killing ground called Nigeria, where people are killed in their thousands every single day. No sane leader will support that. So anything that Nigerian government is doing, anything the local Finland authorities is doing, I want to assure them that inviting our Prime Minister or delaying him or making him not to be part of the Finland Convention, which he holds dear to his heart, that will not stop nothing. We are the people. The power belongs to us. The laws of self-determination allow us to rule ourselves, to determine who is going to be our leader. And Biafrans have done that clearly over the past 2 years after they kidnapped and renditioned our leader, Ngozi Orabueze from Kenya. He is right now in Nigeria DSS dungeon. They did that because they think that when they take our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, there will be nothing about Biafra anymore. That was their wish. That was their thought. And now they are partnering with the local authorities in Finland to invite our Prime Minister to disrupt our Finland Convention. And let me ask everyone listening to me, if the rendition of our leader Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria, if that didn't work, what made Nigerian government think that inviting Simon Ekpa by the local police in Finland will work? They know it's not going to work. It's even going to get worse. It's going to get more brutal because we are determined for Biafra restoration. Nobody can stop that. We are all aware that All these are all the crooks perpetuated by the Nigerian government to disrupt what we are doing. And I want to ask Biafrans, before I finalize my talk, let me ask you, when has self-determination, when has the right of a people to rule themselves, when has it become a crime? When has it become terrorism? The world watches. Biafrans, every weekend we have to raise money. The reason we raise money is because Nigerian government uses reintegrated terrorists to continue to kill our people. They make our youth disappear forcefully. People are taken away from Biafra land and they dump them in prisons in the north, in the west. No, without any justice, without any lawyer. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu was released from Kenya by the same Nigerian government, by the same people that went to complain to the local authorities in Finland about our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Our leader was released from Kenya. The United Nations set up a committee and told Nigerian government to release our leader Nnamdi Kanu. They refused to do that. 3 law courts in Nigeria has told Nigerian Tinubu government to release Nnamdi Kanu. The terrorist government run by Nigeria refused to release him. And now they think without releasing Nnamdi Kanu, if they incarcerate our PM briefly, that is going to make any change. Just think their major reason is to make sure that we take away our PM Simon Ekpa briefly, and then there will be no declaration of Biafra. Hell, oh my goodness. If they know how Biafrans are prepared this time,
tell them.
They will just leave our leader within the next 30 minutes, because what is coming both to Nigeria and to any international country that participates, become part of anything to disrupt the restoration of Biafra, they will get themselves killed. On that note, I thank Biafrans. I want to let you all know our PM is hale and happy. It is just a brief disruption to our plans, which is not going to affect anything in any way. I want all the 40 states of Biafra to be resolute. More than ever at this time, the Biafra Liberation Army, our Biafra Defense Forces, now is the time to be more resolute. Our PM has given instruction. Any terrorist in Nigeria, any Nigerian military, Nigerian police, Nigerian Air Force, anything wearing Nigerian uniform inside Biafra land, they are the reintegrated terrorists that Nigeria want to use to kill and stop Biafra. So the Biafra Defense Forces, from this moment, you must increase whatever you have been doing. This is the time to increase it towards our final restoration. Our demands are very, very clear. Remove all the terrorists wearing Nigerian military and police uniform in Biafra land. Secondly, release our leader, Ngozi Nnamdi Kanu. Again, whatever investigation you are doing with our Prime Minister, you need to release him ASAP, because what he is doing is saving our lives. We must be alive for our freedom. So anything, anybody, all the terrorists in Biafra land, from this moment, just be aware that the forces we are going to release as a government from today is going to be very, very deadly. Because you cannot come to our land, kill us, and then go free. We must defend ourselves. This order is from our PM. Nobody can stop that. What we are doing is what United Nations has given us the right to do. The right to self-determination. Nobody can take that away from us. We have met all the criteria to be a nation. We have a geographical area. We have the 40 states in Biafra with all the administrators in charge in homeland. We have created alliances with nations. We have bodies that are working for us. We've met all the criteria as a nation. They killed us before, between 1967 and 1970. After the war, they gave all Biafrans only 20 pounds, regardless of how much you have in your bank account.
Tell them.
Some Biafrans have millions of dollars, millions of pounds in their account. They gave Biafrans, every single Biafran, only 20 pounds after the war. And what was that 20 pounds done? That 20 pounds have made Biafrans all over the world the best in what they do. So nobody can stop that. And our declaration will happen in Finland between November 29th and December 3rd, 2024.
Thank you very much to the COS, the Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Well spoken. Man, when I hear your voice, I feel so good. It is clear that our Prime Minister did a good job. All the ministerial appointments, all members of cabinet, you've been doing a great job. I'm so proud of you guys. It tells when you have a good leader, everything gets aligned. Thank you, my madam, for this great speech. Fellow Biafrans, you've heard it. What else do you want me to add into this one? The program must continue. We have a blueprint for so many months, Our Prime Minister have been saying there's a blueprint that we are following. There is a script we are following. The show must go on. The struggle continues. Simon Ekpa is in a good place. Simon Ekpa is safe. Simon Ekpa is not in the zoo where the rule of law is thrown into the garbage. Simon Ekpa is in Finland, a country that fought with Russia. They have tasted war. They have scars from war, what they call the war wounds for soldiers. They know what it means when a nation is seeking freedom from a very evil country. They understand the urgency of now. Not only that, we've heard Alex Stubb make a great speech for Ukraine when it comes to the war situation happening between Russia and Ukraine. So they understand it, they get it. But Nigeria will remain Nigeria. They think, even with the so-called president in that so-called Nigeria, he says, if money cannot solve a problem, more money will. So let them go ahead wasting the oil money from Biafra land to bribe those they want to bribe. They are going around trying to, talk with the who is who. Those they could bribe to influence Finland, to cajole Finland to somehow, as a last resort, slow down Simon Ekpa, because they know Simon is the power. Oh my God. And they assume by holding him, detaining him, they are assuming that we are weak. And once you hold Simon Ekpa, Biafra again will be dead. The same mistake they made in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, where they paid those around him, the DOS and the rest of them. They paid them off with $9 million. They bought their soul. They bought their conscience. They bought their loyalty for $9 million. And that way they were able to betray our leader Nnamdi Kanu. But with the miscalculation of Nigeria, the Nigerian government, they always make the same mistake because they don't learn. They don't believe in any school of thought that says you must see your history. Yesterday, study yesterday, today you will know how tomorrow will look like. No, they don't believe in that. They play the same script over and over again. They assume that somehow, if they can delay Simon Ekpa, detain him, then Biafra will be dead. Then the plans we have for 2nd of December will not hold. The same old script by the caliphate. That's what happens when old, dirty, stinking men that should be in their care home, retirement, or in the grave, when they refuse to die out. Those men ruling Nigeria, when they refuse to die out or go to the care home, when they refuse to relinquish power, they come up with the same script. And we, the enlightened one, we can tell the game they are playing. So, fellow Biafrans, I want to assure you that Simon Ekpa is in a safe place. Simon Ekpa has a government, or he's the head of the government, the leader of the government. He has a deputy and the rest of them. So if he will not be available for the convention we are going for, then somebody will step in. A deputy will step in. And whatever the deputy proclaims on that day, on the 2nd of December, it will be binding on the people of Biafra. I mean, come to think about it, we have already 50 million people that have voted. This is the last game, the last throw of the die of Nigeria. The last trick out of the bag of Nigeria before Biafra eventually breaks away from Nigeria. The best they could do was to say, please, can you just call him, invite him, few days to the convention, and hold him, keep him in custody, delay him. Please. We know he has no case to answer, but please, can you just hold him, delay him? They've gone to the UN because Finland is part of the EU and the rest of them. So they've gone to UN, they've gone to the EU. The who is who have discussed. The who is who have discussed with Finland. To Finland, you are seen as a highly reputable country. To Finland, you are one of the Nordic countries. To Finland, you are one of the Scandinavian countries. The way we see you guys, you are highly reputable. Your reputation is key. Yes, in terms of population, you might be small, but what makes you great is your reputation. Do not allow Nigeria to soil your hands in blood. Do not allow Nigeria to use money or oil or the promise of crude oil to tarnish your reputation. Do not play the game of hide and seek with Simon Ekpa just because of the Nigerian government. Finland, we are calling upon you to know that today you might be discussing with Nigeria, but tomorrow when Biafra comes, you will have to discuss with us. And also Finland, you should know that for the fact that our Prime Minister hails from Finland, our Prime Minister have this love, affection, affinity for Finland. Because you are the country that gave him life when Nigeria promised him nothing but death. Most of us, we left Nigeria because even with all the best grades we had, before your face, you will see them doing tribalism. A job comes up. You'll be in the hall for the interview. I'll give you this one. We were in the hall, close to 100 of us, in a bank interview, writing exam and aptitude test. A young man came in very, very late. And when the exam instructor, invigilator was trying to send him out, the young man refused to leave. This made the invigilator to get so angry, and he shouted at him, I say leave right now or I will slap you in the face. That's the way they talk in Nigeria. The boy refused to leave. He refused to leave. He dipped his hand in his pocket, brought out a complimentary card, gave it to the examiner, who looked at it. He saw the name on that card. He went outside, made a phone call, and the next thing he came back smiling from ear to ear. He was smiling from ear to ear. This northern boy, probably a Fulani or a Hausa guy, was kept in a VIP position to sit down all by himself. And at the end, we all know he's one of those that got that job. That is Nigeria for you in a nutshell. Most of you that studied hard in that shithole country, all you get is misery, hopelessness, and a crazy lifestyle. So my people, I say all that to say this. You must know that what we are doing is for the betterment of our children, our unborn children, our children's children, and their children's children's children. The date has been set. We cannot change the date from the 29th of October of November till the 3rd of December. The convention must go on. We shall meet you all in the convention. The script must continue. And Nigeria cannot stop us. Nigeria cannot influence us. We don't live in Nigeria. We don't believe in Nigeria. So let them waste all the money they've got. Let them waste it trying to bribe the who is who. But they are wasting their time. Because our freedom must come from the 2nd of December. I thank you all and may God bless you. From me, from here, for now, I just want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thank you.
I want you to understand that forget whatever that is going on social media. Forget whatever that the Nigeria terrorist states are saying on social media and behaving on their National Assembly. They know that the game is over. I am telling you the fact. The northern Nigeria know that the game is over. I know what is going on within them. The presidency of Nigeria know that the game is over. The Senate President Ekpa knows that the game is over. The only people that do not know, or maybe they are just skeptical, are the gullible one Nigerians who are believing in the Nigeria terrorist army that they have the capability to eliminate Biafrans, not knowing that I actually lost the war already before even the war started.
Yeah, Biafra, Biafra. Yeah, Superstar Media. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra. I wanna know. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra, Biafra. I wanna know. We going back to the land. We going back to the motherland. Biafra, Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the land. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra, Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the land.